welcome to Surviving COVID on Asake Online. My name is Sizwakele Ndlovu, and thanks for watching the show. On Surviving COVID, we have been chatting to people who have actually survived COVID in terms of actually being hit by the pandemic and recovering, and caregivers who've had to look after people who have had COVID and survived. And also, we are looking at how COVID has affected various sectors. For example, today we're looking at the arts sector. The arts sector has been one of the most affected by the pandemic because, as we know, the sector thrives on live performances and events and entertainment areas being opened and all that. So it's one of those areas that is, along with tourism and other things and other businesses as well, that has taken such a knock. And today we have an artist to share his experiences on how the pandemic affected his art's life. I'd like to welcome Ramsey Kay to the show. And Ramsey, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I was tempted to say his full surname, but so I will stick to Ramsey Kay, but we will put it on the name underneath. But if I say it, so yeah, you see, I didn't say your name.
Yeah, you didn't.
Ramsey, tell us about when we see this guy on stage singing, performing, so lively, but where did it all start? Wakhulela ngaphi? Wawufuna ukuba yini ukhula? And all those things esingazaziyo, because we just know the public figure, but still was vele waqalisela ngaphi.
Okay, thank you so much. Ramsey Kay is a performing artist, theater artist, performing artist. Well, I can say producer, director, yes, I can say. But abantu abaningi, they know me as a singer, live jazz artist, performing artist. It all started a long time ago. I don't know, maybe some of you were born, I don't even know. It all started school theater drama. School, Sobokazi High School. That was a long time ago. I don't remember, and I don't want to say what my years. People, they will see me that very old. Yes, it started off with theater. This is Mtwakazi Youth Center. I was invited by a friend, Kofo Somofati, Soko, Percy. Percy was young by then. And Oshorai to come and join the group Yabi Kofos. It all started there. And then after that, I left Kofos. I went to Mr. Reston Bayer. That was Township Artist by then. Then I was in a play called Township Poverty. It was a musical theater. Then actually, it needed more of singing than acting. Then when it was there, then I was singing the production. And my first wow was like, I was voted the best actor in Zimbabwe Yonke with the National Theatre Organization Festival. So yes, then after that, next year, Futhi, with Township Artist, I was the best actor again. But with theater around me and me performing in theater, then when I left for Amakosi, I met Mr. Conti Mhlanga, and then he introduced me to children's theater. He said, "Ufuna uyenza theater abantwana, to write productions as abantwana abancane." Then automatically I said, no, but you have the voice. Well, now you must singing. But me now I was used to singing with traditional instruments, Lukiana, African drum, whatever. So a live music, a paint all the time. Stick it to the key and to be online. Give me they came in some mappies away Southern Freeway. Then he taught me, no, you've got a voice, you can sing like this. It has been a long journey. Ngafunda ngiku township artist ukuhlabela ngafunda ngisemakhosi Township Orchestra. Then there, ngakhula. Then even lakathesi, lokhu vele ngisenza into ze music. And actually, while I was at Amakhosi, I wrote my first opera. Is a traditional opera called Sizwakele, where it was all musical, all vocals, and people singing and telling the Ndebele history about Nkulumane, stories of Nkulumane. Just that was the first opera. If you visited the township artist, cultural township square, where you saw those huts, there, that was the stage where we used to play. Then after that, I never looked back. It was me with jazz, up until today with jazz. But I'm still working with the children's theatre. That's Ramsey.
Okay, you've done so much. Opera, you know, and I thought opera was like, or Luciano Pavarotti. And I suppose, yeah, I have to profess my ignorance. I think the only time I got to appreciate Tina, we can actually do opera was this group in South Africa as well. Three Tenors or something.
Yes, the Three Tenors, yes.
And then now you're telling me we had opera here.
Yes, we had opera here. And we invited all the Indunas to come and watch. And they were like, wow! Askazi sibona into enje koBulawayo. And it was good. It was very powerful. Yes.
So you're a pioneer in various aspects of the arts life, and because the people I'm mentioning is part of this whole group of. Okay, how would I say it? There was old school and then there was new school.
Yes.
So you're the pioneers of this current generation.
Yes.
Okay, each generation. I'm not saying you're a mafia. Each generation that includes a mafia. This is where you all started. This was your beginning. This
was my beginning, yes. And it takes time. And if you have passion, arts, I can't become an artist today and just like that. You have to work for it. You have to earn it. Ukuthi uzuphile la impilo yokuthi lapha ube recognized njenge artist. Kumele uyiphile impilo yangikhona. Uzwe ubuhlungu. Aso yonke into ezabuya kuyiphomba ukufika elokhuzeni ezandini zakho. Like I've just remembered when I was at Amakhosi, uKhondi Mhlanga used to teach us every time to say, for you to be an artist, it's not like you wake up early in the morning, you start performing, you start dancing in front of the mirror, and then you think that mina very blind, mina ngikude ukudlula uzibani. Ku-arts industry, there's always competition. You can sit here and relax. Kusasa kulelinye artist elikhulayo elizabuya lidlule futhi wena. But lidlula wena, kodwa kumele ubekwazi ukuthi ama-roots ami mina, ukuthi mina ngivela ngaphi, ngafunda lapha ngayenza so. Kunjalo vele kuma-arts.
So Ramsey, arts for you, has it been the one field that has been able to uziphilise ngayo? Have you just done arts kuphela, or did you do other stuff as well that was not arts related? Uziphilise with?
Hayi ngingayenza into eziningi ezokuthi ngiziphilise. Awungeke udepende phela njengokuthi njenge-artist ukuthi ngiyabe ngidependa kukhona lokho kuphela ukuthi ngiyayenza. Sile nkukhu siyafuya inkukhu. And also this one you didn't know. We have friends, and so we started calling ourselves Iziko caterers. So we do catering for. Don't give me that look. Yes, I can cook. I'm one of the best cooks.
Wait,
if you didn't know.
When I see you do Chinese.
How? We do birthday parties, weddings, funerals, whatever. Me now, I can cook. Ask everyone. I've traveled overseas with CIA, UK. I'm the one who was doing catering for CIA. That was me. I was the head chef I've traveled with Mr. Albert Nyati overseas, and I was doing catering.
So which leads me to my next question. If you hadn't been doing the singing in the theatre, you'd be doing catering full time. What would you be doing full time if you're not an artist that way? Because I know it's all creative. Like, music is a creative thing. Catering is also creative.
Yes.
What would you be doing if you had not been in those fields?
If I was not in those fields, this was a long time ago. Then when I was at school, Esobugazi, I was the first guy to go ngifike ku class teacher with class teachers Esobugazi lapha. And I said, I can't do it. They were doing metal work. Because this other time you get tested, then ngacha ngabamba insimbi echisayo ngabe sichiza but ukuthi ubale ama safety rules yokuthi don't touch this ungayizisuka ngabe ngisiyekela mina lokho ngathi but abazana baya ku metal wengani kuyachisa ngale kulesiza so ngeke ngangcono ngiye ku chestofini ngale food ukupheka. So that is when I went for food and nutrition. So I was doing food and nutrition, and I was the only boy at school who was doing food and nutrition. So kusegazini vele so but ukupheka vele ngiqalise vele ngimncane kakhulu because mina umama wasishiya vele sibancane kakhulu. So ukukhulisa abana bami abanye bangu3 laba babelandela, but they are late now ngoba sengasela ngiyi1. So lokhana ukuthi ngakhula vele kuyimi umuntu osenjani obakhangeleyo kuyimi engibaphekelayo bayenzela yonke into. So ngacontinue ke sensenza into zona lezana ze-food and nutrition, like caring for them because umama mvele ubhubhe mina kumbe ngigrateful. So laba abanye belama 2-3 years usiyale, so bebancane kakhulu. And yeah, so that life was very, very, very tough. Ukukhulisa abana bakho ungela muntu ongumama ulobaba kuphela endlini. So yeah.
When you were showing these signs of being an artist and cooking, and it wasn't like a conventional way of life because the arts village is like what did you say?
And kona lapho sikhula, when growing up, my father didn't even really appreciate into some arts because when growing up yena vele besebenza industry, so he wanted me to become an electrician, of which mina vele into zamagetsi lakho ukuthi uhambelana into engangingazi lokho zikahle kahle le metal work futhi ngale sengishini. So it was a matter of him. Now when I was in secondary school, right, this is interesting, in the secondary it was more like ngoba Esobukazi sasingena emini, and so yena uzahamba emsebenzini ekuseni, so mina ngizavuka ekuseni ngihambe ngiye ku rehearsal eMthwakazi bese ngibuya ngizachiya mphekile ngiklinile laba abana bami la bese ngihamba sengisiye esikolo ngiphenduke futhi intambama. Manje we had challenges whereby whilst I was at school, some of the shows were done esikolo emini futhi, so I couldn't go lama groups to go in and perform. But my late young brother Raymond Kasawaya, the late, he is the one watebuya then waseqalisa ukwenza into zekarate semakhosi whatever njani. So wasesiba le challenge yokuthi asetshela ukhonto ukuthi our father doesn't want us to be involved into zama arts kakhulu. So my father was invited to come and watch Raymond perform. That is when we started performing. And performing Mina lami sengirelaxile ukuthi now I'm into the arts. You didn't want. You wanted me to work and look after them. Kontrebo de yenza into zama-arts. Guess what? I kept it as a secret and I was performing, keeping it as a secret. Then comes the mayor's Christmas show fund. So now we're meant to perform. We're performing, I remember it was on 8th. So I was doing the act, at the stage. And it was live on television. So I was working by then. So ngabe ngisithi kuyumdala, ngiya night duty. What? Oh, okay, fine. So I left. This is interesting. So then when we're there, so when the camera, it was at City Hall. But there were cameras all over, whatever. Then the producer says, we'll be going live, Katesi, and we're starting with you, Amakos. You know, in a very killer performance. And then I was like, what? The live. I'm 8. Sembe, umhlanga ukhonti. Phela uqalisayo. Mina hayi, akuvunyezwa phela umdala into yakwazi kavumi lokho. So kuthiwa into le live. I laughed because Mr. Mhlanga that time wanje ngisebenza is a professional kuma artist wabesithi kimi wahamba waphinduka wathi Ramsey ngathi Mhlanga wathi buya wathi we're very sorry iprogram le bekumele ihambe live but isiza screenwa some other time ayisekho live kuloko zeni but are you free ukuthi ungaperforma umbesifaka omunye umuntu ngathi hayi nxa ingasekho live ayaperforma. So then they start the introduction.
Now we're Ramsey TV.
And then once upon a time,
but it was night duty at work. You didn't specify what you were 7. So technically you were okay. So did he support you after that?
Yes, embuya mnekuseni sesithi hawo abemsebenzini sesilibona eTV kade ukuhamba.
Wow.
So as from khona lapho then I started rolling sengimtshela ukuthi siya akwaso ngasafihleki vele ngase ngimtshela ukuthi hayi lapha sile performance senza so then there was my first trip to Norway. I went to Norway for 1.5 years to study children's theatre. Yes.
So Ramsey, you know what, with all these stories that we're talking about, guys, I couldn't sing a big again yet. What you had all these experiences traveling, and then last year, 2020, COVID happens.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to your life? I'm assuming you're still traveling. There was so much stuff happening.
Yeah.
Events, you're doing children's theatre, you're a producer, doing all these things. What happened beginning of 2020?
Beginning of 2020, my sister, it was tough. It just came boom. No traveling, no performing, no social gathering, nothing. It was me as an artist staying at home. When you wake up early in the morning, I remember that was later Mbule Kulume sitting on I think whereby people you sleep usithi yonke into izaba glory uzakubona ukuthi i-office yakho kumbe kuba kuma-arts kwakho ukuthi kuphela njani. And if you nxa uphila njenge-artist usucabanga ukuthi lapha bengingayenza into iproject yama-chickens ngingayenza into ze-catering ngingayenzani. So there was nothing as an artist. Uhlale sowubona ilanga liphuma lize liyetshona. You don't consult anyone ukuthi asenze iproject enje asenze bayekutshela ukuthi COVID. So then umnyaka wazo waphela nanko omunye sizowaqala. Ngibe affected kakhulu because lots of festivals I was invited to last year. Lots of traveling outside the country. This year, to talk to the producers, the promoters, to say, Kati, since last year, they will tell you that COVID, there's nothing. Ayikho into. So, uyazibona ukuthi lapha impilo yami isinzima kakhulu. Isinzima kakhulu if we take it from the legends abadala. Some of the artists, ama-artist, into leyana ukuthi we save money njengama-artist iyas-affecta kakhulu. But if you ukuthi start izinto ezinjengama-savings ukuthi ama-artist vele every time when you work kumele kube le mali egcinekalayo. If you work kumele kube le mali egcinekalayo. But yona leyana le ama-savings angitsho ukuthi iyabe isebhenki but still iyabe idliwa kumbe igobhozi ayithini. But yonke into is just iyavaleka just like that.
Hey, but guess though, Ramsey, as an artist, because this industry, you have a gig now, you might have a gig in 6 weeks, which is lama seasons. It like, for example, it's like a trade fair, like wedding season, and it's not all the time that this is a cut trouble there as well. So how easy is it to save? Well, it's basically hand to mouth and then stretching until the next.
Yeah, uthi kuseveke ukuthi iyaseveka imali yakhona ayiseveki kakhulu ngoba akuwezwayi ngizabuya ngifune i-P system komunye ngizafuna lokhuyana lapha ngifuna abantu abazabuya bezongilokhuzela. Khathesi now it is like you me as an artist aselabo labana abantu abakuthi mina I'm working with Ramsey, like this is the band, this is the group which I have. We now have session people. Or you hire someone today. Lola yabuya lema churches akachini. So you need to pay them. Ukuthi igig lelo kumbe i-wedding le into yangikhona injani ihambe kahle kahle. So that is why in some cases there are artists I think abangasperformi live music abasebenzisa ukuthi ayidate okusebenzisa ukuthi ayilokuze ukuthi babuya le music yabe irecordiweyo vele ukuthi kulama backing vocalist but uyafaka ivocal yakhe phezulu ukuthi uyafika kuphela yini ku DJ abese yes
okay.
Yes, so lokana I think abanye kuyabasebenzela kuyenza right because it's more like I've seen it internationally even in South Africa ukuthi into evele njani ikhona lokhona ukuthi umuntu akathwali igroup yonke sithi kahle kenjani ke ngiperform part with jazz kuyabe kumele ukuthi yonke into nxa ufuna ukuhlabela ama notes kumele uthwala ama musicians wonke nje bass lead whatever drama and ama percussionists lama backing vocalists uyabona ukuthi into yangikhona inkulu kakhulu and lama performances when you are doing performances and lapha kuloku khalakhala ukuthi njengama artist ukuthi hayi ngihlisela mbijana ngihlisela kancane ngihlisela so akula figure yokuthi lapha abantu bangakubhadala so ngokwenzakala njalo last year even la this year into naleyo hayi buleli i-arts industry kakhulu so kungelama performances kungelama wedding ukuthi sizayenza catering sizathini sizagcina inkukhu yangikhona lobo ngazi uyigcina uyayithengisela abantu njengoba lawo uku-lockdown awusebenzi uzabe uyithi remzinkorete eziyi-2 nxa sengugijimisa imali yakho ngiyayithatha uyakubona so into yangikhona ibe nzima kakhulu especially kuma-artist ami ku-arts industry ngatsho njalo nje kakhulu because when there are no performances ama-festivals ama-weddings lana so yonke into iyahlime vele no workshops nothing akula.
So in that space of time from then until now, how have you survived? Because you mentioned Uti fine, you had the performing arts and everything so far. Then you drove back up the catering business, your little chicken thing, like osogumile. So and you're still standing strong. Look at you. How did you survive?
Ungatsho njalo because omunye wazi wathi Ramsey ndithi ukuthi kule covid nakwathi eZimbabwe kulabantu abale covid bebone lina bathi
yeah
corona yikho abantu baya survive. Yes, with the little savings ezivele zikhona auntie and mina I would like to be open ukuthi I've got friends relatives abaphandle kwelizwe ukuthi bayancedisa lami ukuthi nxa lapha kulento esilelayo ngicela lincedise ngalokho. They usually chip in bayancedisa lapha lalapha. So angilakho lokhana kokuthi nxa ngingahambi lapha ngingathini because izihlobo zethu lazo ziyasinida labo abasebenzi kathesi labo impilo zabo futhi zinjani zinzima so kunjalo fela.
So what can we as an industry nje, like as an arts industry, what do you think we can learn sifundeni from this lockdown? We're hoping that maybe kuzavulwa kuzwakala kulabo trade fair things so abantu sebevaccinatwa. What do you think we can take away as artists? Should there be if COVID ever ends, what should we learn sifundeni senzeni for the next chapter of our lives?
I think ukufunda kuqhakathekile ukufunda especially with the arts industry. Ku-arts industry nxa ngisitsho ukufunda kumele angitsho ukuthi ukufunda ukuthi umuntu ahambe ehlala esikole ukuthi let's say nxa kungafakwa kumbe pamphlet la kumele ke sithathe iphepha lelana umuntu akabe lesikhathi sokuthi uyabala azifundele yena yedwa ukuthi lapha kufunakala lokhu kwenzakala lokhu angithi ngokuthi wonke umuntu I think abe vaccinated and ukuthi ahlatshwe injection zona lezi zo vaccinate 1 or 2 ngoba ikusasa yethu asiyazi ukuthi imenjani kumbe sizaqala lapho esagcinela khona kubo 2020 njengoba kade even la kuma Olympics bekubizwa 2020 la kubo Europe bekuthiwa 2020 kodwa siku 21 angazi but angitsho ukuthi ama artists belahla ithemba kulezinto eziningi ezizavuleka kulezinto eziningi okumele zenzakala ngo2020 kodwa sayenzakala even lakathesi ngo2021 so abantu angitsho ukuthi bevalele but ama studios nxa evuliwe people can start recording abanye be perform online njengakhona ukuthi ama performances ayavuleka nje ukuthi abantu people watch online ukuthi umuntu uyaperforma nje njalo nje but isafety ukuthi umuntu yena uzinakekela njani yinto eqhakathekile yinto eyisiqokoqela.
I wanted to ask you as well. During the first lockdown, there was artists are going to get some funding, some help, and all those things. Did you get anything?
Hayi ngicela uxolo khona lapho hayi inkosi yami wenkosi ayenza ngithole lutho I think ngatsho njalo ukuthi ayenza ngithole lutho ayenza ngithole lutho but konke amafomi kuyini konke kwabuyayo kwafilwa but amafomi abuya vele sokungathi sokulate sokungathi kuyavala nyana so basokuthiwa i-first preferences upcoming artist I think upcoming artist or whatever so hayi lapho vele anzange ngithole I was not in upcoming le form yami sifiliwe so hayi.
So for a young artist okhangeleyo nakathesi and or somebody wants to venture into the arts, what advice can you give them? Maybe like can you survive on arts alone? Or what are the lessons? Because also you mentioned something very interesting. You went through a process. Waqalisa kudala and wafaka foundation yakho. Waka so kulophahla khathesi and everybody saying wow, but iningi lama artists or even anything in life, most people are not willing to put in the time. What advice can you give young artists?
I-advice engayitsho nje kuleseying ekhulumayo ukuthi ugijima isikokufika angeke ngithi namhla ngithi mpombe ukuvuka mpombe uthatha igitari ngithi sengihlabele yami ingoma kusasa ngizavuka ngifamous ukuba i-artist kuyasetshenzelwa kakhulu ukuthi some of the young the upcoming artists uyabebona ngathi yena akakho recognized ngenxa yokuthi usehambe kwelinye ihlandla kumbe sefeature kuma programs amangaka kumbe angu6 kumbe amangaki engakabi recognized kumbe serecord ingoma zakhe ezingu15 but abazichaya emsakazweni umba kulabantu abambonayo lalokho nokuthi so into yonke iyasetshenzelwa. I remember thina kudala when we were performing kubo United College ngapha kubo Hillside man wathi sasiqhuma sasihamba ngenyawo nolokhana ukuthi kumbe kuthwani njani anti njalo enye into njenge upcoming artist kumele ukuthi wena uziphatha njani njenge artist anti awusozuthi ubone namuhla umuntu we-TV usufuna uyenza njengakhona lokhana wenziwa ukubona kuma TV abantu labantu baze baphile bafike khapha hayi wena akakwazi kumele uqale phansi anti uyakhe i-foundation phansi ulokhu khulu uyabulokhu sithi katha kula muntu ombonayo anti uyabe uzicleana kwaphana njenge-sandpaper so uzicleana so uzazucina upolisheka la ususmart abantu bethi hawu khathi uyabona enye ingoma abantu bayidiscover wena so wadinwa ngayo kuyiperforma kudala but bethi khathi wahlabela ingoma levele from kudala ingoma le ngaqalisa uyihlabela ngama 2019 ngama 2000 khona liyibona namuhla antiyabona so into yonke kuba le artist yasetshenzelwa ayikho into yapho kuthiwa namhla sengilahla ingubo sengithatha igitari vele sengivukile mina sengifamous hawu bani mina nyamdlula nxa usithi ubani uyamdlula prove it ukuthi uzakwanisa ukuthi ukhule uzofike lapho ufika khona yonke into iyasetshenzelwa ngisho kuma upcoming artist ayikho into ebuya nje lula ukuthi namhla ngile artist no there's nothing like that.
Ramsey, there's another issue here like you find with the young artists are saying Tina's data are difficult to work with or sibavalela phandle. Uthini ngakho this experience, have you worked with the young people?
Yes, my experience is when I attend functions, even workshops, and even meetings, you know Uti, how legends, artists hold themselves. Look until space. Let's say we are invited, and it's part of lokuthi wena la ukuthi uziphatha njani and kula lapho ukuthi akumelanga ube loud akumelanga uzwakala ukuthi hey mina sengikhona akumelanga zehlise ufike phansi ube kwazi ukuthi la kwenziwa lapha kudliwa ngespoon lapha kudliwa ngefork lapha kudliwa ngezandla akubhenywa kwayi la isiphatho sakho ukuthi wena uziphatha njani exactly awusozuthi usiki lokuze netafule suphakamisa ingqamu hey kambe sure wathi intini even nomuntu okukhangeleyo ngale ketafula kangeke ukuphuza ukuthi kaloze senzani isiphatho sakho wena la ukuthi wena uziphatha njani I think I went to lokuzeni kudala kwamayindo ukuthi ukuvuka kwakho wena ekuseni ukuthi uzivukisa njani njengomuntu uzigezisa njani uzihlambulula njani lapho ohlala khona before ungakazi uyebingelela abantu abaphandle kweyadi ukuthi wena njengawe ukuthi wena uziphatha njani asoze mvuke mina ngile ekhanda ingubo zigcwele ikhanda konke lapha ngihamba semagrosa sinyathengela abantu isinkwa khambe shwa lo muntu ohlangana lami yathi kanti nalo muntu umuntu bani anti kunjalo isiphatho sokuthi ama-artist amancane laba upcoming artist laba asebevele beku industry ukuthi bafundane la kumbe bafuna ukufundana ayikho ukuthi nxa esezibone sehlulekile yikho lapha sebuya ukuthi ngicela into njani lingifundise kodwa hayi vele kudala sezinjani sezichaphazile ukuzithanda ugeza uzicleana wena wedwa angithethisi angikhulumi ukuthi but ukuziphatha kwakho wena njengawo ukuthi wena uziphatha njani angisoze ngisuke elokishini kumbe ngobe enjalo engisuka ngigqoka ipatapata ngize ngizobamba ku-6th Avenue edrobheni sithi ngizodinga isichebo khapha ngile artist kade liperform izolo emtshadweni belifuna ukuqhashwa ukuthi liye perform angikho ndawo masilene ukuzithanda mina kuqala ngingakathandwa ngabantu abaphandle.
We manage our brand.
Yes.
Because that's the impression really. If I see you senguboni, it's like okay, I've already made all my decisions about you, all my judgments about you. So whatever I put out there, kumele kube up to standard.
Yes, kumele kube up to standard. Lokana ukuthi even umuntu la nxa ekubona anti kumele kubone ukuthi iflawuzi leli sake salibona sazama ukulithelela langathi hayi alitheleleki latheleleka langathi liyavuma amanzi hayi laqalisa ukuba yigreen laqalisa ukuba njani lanto seliblumile phela kuyafanana le kufana kuthiwa kuyilokhu umbhida lokhu amaxhakela andi la ungathela amanzi uyaqala ukukhothama sokuthi amaxhakela lawa kuyabamba ubambi kwakho ikuzigezisa njenge-artist thele futhi amanzi kuyakhula nango songumbhida sokudliwa kunjalo kuma-arts ungazithela uzithele kamanzi ufunde yikho ku-right le inye into eyekuthi especially on upcoming artist into ade ngiyikhuluma must learn to listen and read ungalalela especially abantu asebesuke kwenye indima bafika ngale phezulu if you sit down you don't wake up in the morning uqalisa ukulalela music ufunda ukubala even umuntu angafika even umdala afika jika newspaper la akudobhi newspaper lawo ukubale ubone ukuthi okwenzakalayo kuyini kwenza ukuthi kusasa uzabe ukwazi even ama-pamphlets ungangena ema-ofisini ama-pamphlets nani siwabona laphana ayisikuthi ngokukudisplay ukuthi amatafula kube njani hayi lawo njenge-artist ungafika uhlale kumbe useklinikhi dobha nje kuliphepha lokhana ubale not ukuthi sokukhulunywa ngecorona awuyazi but ubuhlezi phambi kwelekuzeni kwephepha lokhu asifundeni ukubala ukulalela
ukugeza
bakithi Nkosi yami ayisibe ngitsho njalo ukugeza
that's my takeaway. Any last words for our viewers?
Icorona iyabulala. Icorona ikhona. So ngicela ukuthi wonke umuntu okuma-arts ngicela ukuthi abe vaccinated bakithi siyehlatshwa sizibone singabantu esihlangana futhi singabantu siphilile sizoperforma wonke umuntu oku-arts industry kula muntu okuthiwa uzasalela ukuthi engavaccinatwa ngoba kwesinye isikhathi you never know when you want to travel kumbe uye out of the country kumbe lapho kuma-festivals lapho ezabe sesiperforma khona uzozothiwa akawungeni ungela khadi lokuthi ubonakala ukuthi uthiwa wavaccinatwa kumbeni ukuthini uyabe sokuthiwa hayi mina bamvalela phandle kumbe even local festivals zona lezi ezikhona khona la even emtshadweni even when you are being hired to sign a contract abantu abachadayo bazabuza ukuthi la vaccinatwa yini ingakabi ukuzoperforma emtshadweni yethu awusoze ukuthi ngona hayi ikhadi lasala kwabani kwathi nthini ngoba ama-artist le tendency naleyo ukuthi sikhohliwe sayenza lokhu kwahamba lo bani kwanyamalala ngaphi kwacatshe e-airport kwasala ngaphi kwasala ebhukwini likabani ayikho into enjalo so wonke umuntu impilo yama-artist iqakathekile kakhulu mina ngiyalithanda kakhulu so please ngicela i-health yenu iqakathekile kakhulu lonke ma-artist.
Ramsey, I assume when you're vaccinated.
Kakhulu.
Okay. I was just making sure what this thing you're preaching to us. When you are vaccinated. Ramsey, thank you so much, Siyabonga.
Kubanga mina inkosi busise.
This entertaining program, and thank you for the insights and Siyabonga for all the advice that you've given to young artists, and it's applicable not just for artists in jail.
Yes.
Abantu nje ukuthi uzithande. Ugeze.
Ngasi uke konke hayi ukuthi akufake kube sebalini ngicela ugoogle ukuthiwa wellness ubala ukuthi wellness ubusubala usehla usiya phansi ukuthi i-wellness yona ngokwayikhuluma ngayo ubonga ukuthi wellness then ungaqoqa ngona lapho then usubona ukuthi i-wellness ukuthi into enjani akutsho ukuthi ukuziqakisa ukuzimaka ukuthi ngathi wellness yonke into iyaphuma nje njalo. Yeah.
No, thank you so much, Ramsey.
Mina nami ngithabe kakhulu singaxoxela ngalize.
So I am going to put it to a stop, Katesi. and thank you for watching Surviving COVID. And I was chatting to Ramsey Kay. He's a performing artist. He's an amazing man. He's got this laugh. The minute he starts laughing. Really, he's just got this energy. And hopefully, once this COVID pandemic eases, we look forward to seeing you back on stage, seeing your productions, and all that. So that's all we had for today. We're talking about how the art's life has been affected by COVID-19. Igama lami ngu Sizwakele Ndlovu, and thank you for watching Asake Online.